Hello, everybody. I'd like to share a short drawing meditation exercise with you. For this, no meditation or drawing experience is needed. For tools, any type of pen, pencil, marker, colored pencil will work for today. I have a favorite pen I'll be using. For paper, I have 8.5 by 11 printer paper. This could be in your sketchbook, on the back of some junk mail, really any blank paper-like surface will be perfect for this. You could do it digitally, but I do love these types of exercises to be able to step away from digital tools just to allow for a break from there. So I love some paper and pen to to help facilitate that. For today, we're going to be drawing a map, and maps can be very big. The world is big, and so we're going to give ourselves some boundaries by drawing a square on our page. Depending on the time you have, this can be a great 5 to 30 minute exercise, and the larger the square, the more time you can put towards it. For today, I'm envisioning us spending 10 to 15 minutes on our map. So I'm going to draw the square that might fit that time frame. This can be a regular rectangle. It doesn't have to be perfect in any way. It's really just a place for us to focus our attention and sort of provide a snapshot of a particular place on a map. So I have my square, and to begin, we're just going to draw a small irregular shape somewhere within this square. And you can follow along with how I'm proceeding, or you can just absolutely start anywhere you'd like. And with this shape, I'm just gonna did a little sort of triangular shape, which is a peak of one of our mountains. With the space and time we have, I could see us doing at least 2 mountains, but this is our first one. And as we now have our peak, go ahead and start drawing some parallel lines following that shape that you made. Initially, you can follow the shape in a similar way, or you can start to introduce some irregularities, and these are, shifting aspects of the landscape as we move down this mountainside. I have a lot of aspects about these types of drawing meditations I want to share with you, but I'm going to go ahead and just stop talking for a moment and let us just draw a few of these lines. So one aspect about contour maps is that the closer the lines are to each other, the steeper the terrain, and the farther they are from each other, the more mellower or flatter the terrain is becoming. So it's, as I'm drawing my mountain, I can start to envision the landscape I'm creating, and kind of see my imagination go there and ask myself what it is I'm seeing. Is it a desert landscape? Is it a forested mountain area? I live in Washington State, not far from the Cascade Mountains, so I'm definitely seeing the Cascade Mountains in my map, but yours can be totally different. I also wanted to mention that as we're drawing, this as a meditation, this can be a lot of things. It can be a moment to get really quiet and just sort of disappear in the act of drawing these lines and allowing the lines to sort of pull and focus our attention to this activity and sort of be taking a break from all the other activities of the day. And it's a moment to allow yourself to get really quiet. And then the opposite, as I mentioned, sometimes your imagination can sort of get woken up in this exercise, and that's also really wonderful too. And I love that very simple drawings have the capacity to help facilitate that. And so if you're drawing and you're starting to see forested mountaintops and lakes and trails you're looking forward to hiking next summer, and places you could go camping, and wildlife and birds and bears, and all of that's wonderful and absolutely perfect for this type of exercise. So I'm going to continue with my landscape. At this point in my mountain, I think it's time to introduce a second mountaintop, which I'm going to place over here, again starting with some type of small irregular shape. And again, begin with some parallel lines, working their way out. And so these two mountains sit across from each other, so we're gradually going to be moving towards them, and our lines are going to represent that. But we don't have to think about it too much. We can kind of just see what happens as we get closer. As two mountains approach, it generally leads to a ravine or a valley. There's likely maybe a river that runs through there, or maybe a spot where a lake could be found. And so you can sort of play with all those ideas as you continue. You might place some ridges, some little hills that accompany or sit alongside the larger mountains. And now I'm really in the valley. And this is a wonderful exercise to repeat and just allow yourself to create different environments, different places for your imagination to go. Maybe you'd like to spend more time on one map, and give yourself a larger space for that. Other times, maybe you're just drawing one little mountain as a short break in your day. And so with that, I've come to the, I think I've completed my map. I am going to add a little trail, which I'll use a dotted line to convey moving in some way through my terrain. And that's it for today's drawn off the map meditation drawing exercise. I hope everybody has a wonderful rest of your day, and if you've drawn a map that you'd like to share with me, I'd love to see. Bye for now.